Hello guys, and today I'm going to eat some out of date the Gym Chicken Tikka. Now, the reason I bought this, and I think they've actually put the price wrong on, was on here it said they'd reduced it from £10 to £2. Well, it's £9.95 to £2. Now, having looked on the internet, that looked like it must be a mistake because looking on the internet, they've got one very similar. It's just got slightly different packaging, but it's practically the same thing. Um, for £4. So where they get £10 from, I do not know. But once I saw £9.95, the original price, as they claimed it was, I just had to get it. Maybe they made a mistake and then put the wrong sticker on. Who knows? But basically, this is £2 instead of £4. But I thought it would be £10. I thought, wow, I have to try it if it's worth £10. I haven't eaten it yet. I'm going to put it in the microwave. Um, it's currently dated for the 23rd of August. It's currently the 28th of August. I will see if I can find a news item quickly which will confirm this. Um, right, there's a story here. It says Starmer to replace third aid in less than a year. That's apparently a 1 hour old news story. I couldn't possibly have known that. Well, maybe I could, but but not the exact title. Starmer to replace third top aid in less than a year. To prove that I'm really eating it today. Um, right, so as I said, it's basically chicken tikka. It's essentially a curry. It isn't essentially it is. It says marinated chicken, breast pieces, with spiced brown rice, lentils, and cauliflower topped with spring greens. And it also claims it's mild. It says it's 400 grams. Indian food is quite popular here, so it's that kind of thing. And you can see, because it appears on a plate, won't see it so much, that's where they've marinated the chicken pieces and probably put some sort of food colouring on them. And there you've got the greens that they talk about. So I'm going to put this in the microwave now for about I'm not going to, it's too complicated. I'm just going to show me putting it in and out. I'm also going to stir it, but that's going to be a bit complicated. So um, I should do, but I'm not going to bother just because of filming, I think. But anyway, I'm going to deal with the microwave now. So wish me luck. I'll be back and then I'll eat it and tell you what I think of it, okay? Right, hello, I'm back. Right, so now I'm going to eat it, okay? So I'm going to put this off. I'm going to eat it actually in the tray, so I'm not going to put it on a plate. I'm just going to stir it up again. And these are the chicken tikka pieces, and you'll notice it's probably got a sort of slightly reddish orange colour. It's okay. If anything's going to be funny, it will be I think they call it the greens, which are with the cabbage or something like that. Originally, I wasn't even going to buy this. I was only going to bought this because I thought it'd be £10. I wondered why it was so expensive. Because normally a lot of ready meals here are about £4. I don't buy them truthfully because it's too expensive for me. But it's my current budget. But yeah, it looks like there's some almost look like peas, but they're not. They're probably some sort of strange beans. I don't know. Not that, but these little circle things. Look. I'm not sure if it's a dried pea or something like that. Um, it says spring green, so it's not obvious. There's cumin seeds. I'll look later because otherwise it'll go cold. Okay, so I'll look at the end because it'll go cold otherwise. I thought it would taste immediately, but not really. So, okay. I've had things similar to this before. Um, I wouldn't say any better or worse, but it does have a greater variety of greens than I'm used to because when I've had it in the past, it's just been rice and tikka with a sauce. Um, I haven't really had it with lots of vegetables, so I'm meant for some next a unique piece of this, which I haven't come across before. Um, it says green chili powder. Something I can't see because it's got a sticker in the way, unfortunately. Trying to get these things off here is horrible. They really do stick quite badly sometimes. So it says cooked spiced brown rice, consisting of tomato, passata, water, brown rice, onions, coconut milk, garlic puree, ginger puree, salt, cumin seeds, turmeric, chili powder, cardamom, cinnamon powder, and it's got the cooked marinated chicken breast, says it consists of chicken breast, tomato paste, tomato puree, garlic puree, yogurt powder, corn flour, green chili puree, salt, chili powder, fenugreek, never heard of it, coriander powder, cumin powder, ginger powder, cinnamon powder, black pepper, mace, star anise. I can't read it, so it might be turmeric, basil flakes, paprika, something powder, green lentils, and something green. So I haven't been able to read all of it because I could probably find it from the website, but which is probably a better idea. But I just thought I'd have a quick look for. So these things actually green lentils. I remember what they were, and no, I've never actually seen any green lentils. I don't think. I've come across yellow ones, and I felt that they weren't. It was like money down the drain for me because I didn't really see any benefit to them, and I didn't think they tasted astonishing either. But this was years ago when I was starting to cook proper meals, and apparently not people just trying to cook proper. I mean, the irony was that when I was at school, they would teach you how to make a cake, how to make a Swiss log, a chocolate log, how to do all sorts of exotic things, but not how to cook a real meal for you to actually eat. It was mostly fancy stuff, but this was because when I was a child, both boys and girls had to learn how to cook at school, but as I said, they mostly did what I call desserts and more luxury things rather than a real meal, that you could actually live off. That, that's from recollection anyway. That looks like there's a bit of cauliflower there. So this is maybe never put I think this looks quite interesting because to me this is a combination. It looks like a combination of east and west. Indian, you know, curry food combined with perhaps Western vegetables. I don't know if in India they put things like cauliflower and cabbage in it. I don't know, but I don't think I've seen a curry combination like this before, truthfully. But and for £4, it's a very good meal. And £10, was a bit astonished, to be honest. So I only got it because originally I thought it would be worth £10. I wanted to see what was so amazing that it would cost £10, but it looks like they just made a mistake on the sticker. But I'll say £10 for simplicity, but it actually says £9.95, so it's saying it would have cost £9.95 and I paid £2.09, but it looks like that was a mistake and it would have been £4 instead. But the reason I got it cheaper was because it was due to expire that day. And as I said, it's now out of date anyway, so it had several days to mature. Now you can see what it looks like. Okay, and dead juicy, but also it's got a sort of juice and dull taste to it. I can't quite explain that, but that's a feature of Indian food. It's juicy and also makes it dry at the same time. Strange experience, but there you go. That's what Indian food is like. And to be honest, given current food prices, I would say this is value for money based on current food prices. I probably wouldn't get it myself. Again, only because of a lack of money, not because I think it's poor value for money. So, but sometimes have a look into what they actually have. What Indians actually put in, what vegetables Indians actually put into curries, because I've normally just seen something like this with a sort of tomato sauce, a special sort of tomato sauce, not what you would call tomato sauce, but sort of curried tomato sauce with just rice and chicken with red food colouring on. And obviously cooked in spices, but I've not seen it like this, so there you go. Um, there was a lot in here, so this is actually very filling. I'm sorry to bore you to death, guys. If you can get through this, um, just watching me eat something, well, there you go. But if it had have been £10, I think that would have been overpriced, unless, you take into consideration there's a lot of food in here, you know. There are some which are about the same price, but they have a lot less food in, due to the cost of living crisis and things like that, but okay, it was okay. And I was a bit worried about the vegetables, to be honest, because of it being out of date. I thought the vegetables might have gone up, but they seem okay. The cabbage there, it's okay. I think it's cabbage. Or um, anyway, I probably said all the wrong things what it actually consists of, apart from when I read it straight from the list. But there you go, guys. Um, and Gym Chicken, fuel to food, and it's got here the traffic light system, which tells you how nutritious the food is. It's meant to put warnings on, for example, if something's very high in salt or very high in sugar, then it's meant to go red. Green means it's good for you, red means it isn't good for you, and amber means it's average. I don't mean that if you eat it you'll have to go to hospital and because they haven't cooked it properly or something like that. Well, or prepared properly, but red means, like maybe some chocolate, they might say that you shouldn't have too much chocolate, Um, you should use things as part of a balanced diet. Um, but there you go, guys. The traffic light system we have to tell you, and it's basically um, got white for energy because and they don't say whether that's good or bad because somebody might want a lot of energy and might not. Depends what they have the rest of it. But on fat, it's 6.8. So in other words, there's not much fat. The saturates again 4.7. The sugars are 7.2. And the salt is yellow, or amber, Um, and that's it says 20%. So there you go. Oh, and also because we've left the EU, guys, we now have a sticker on saying not for EU. So that means we do not want people in the EU eating this. Okay, we want it all for ourselves. We don't want them to eat this particular one. To be fair, there may be a version of this where it's identical and it will have a different sticker on it which may say it's suitable for you. I haven't a clue. I've never seen a suitable for EU sticker for obvious reasons because virtually all the food over here now says not for EU, right? Since we've left, okay? And that's to stop it being smuggled out due to taxes and tariffs and other sorts of things possibly. I don't know. I don't follow all the entire politics on what the if there are any tariffs between Britain and the EU now in terms of food. I do not know, but there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.